understand, this workshop is about verb forms, and it forms a part of the accuracy capability that verb form is the form of the verb which denotes whether an action has taken place, it's happening, or is going to happen later. But it has a lot of distinction from being a tense. Definitely, the tense determines the verb form, but a verb form is something in which the shape of the verb is modified to suit the context. In English, we will primarily always focus on 5 major verb forms. If we can have a clarity on these 5 major verb forms, then our grammatical accuracy in terms of verbs and tenses increases manifold. First two are the relatively most simpler ones. So the first form is called the base form or the root form, in which we use the verb as it is without modifying the verb. Like if you look at the example, eat, run, sleep, write, they all remain in their own form. We have not made ate out of eat, or ran out of run, or shall sleep out of sleep, or sleeping, or writing, or wrote. We have not modified it. When we use the verb in the manner in which is the first form or the base form, then it is the present tense. And when do we use it? When do we use something? When do we use the verb in the base form or the root form? There is a simple rule to it. Whenever what you are going to speak takes place as a matter of habit or rule, then you use it in the base form. You know, like say, look at the first one. Look at the second one. They run very fast. If they're running now, or they ran yesterday, or they will run tomorrow, if they run fast, they will always run fast. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
No confusion about whether this will always occur, or will this happen just for today or sometime and not happen again. You know, like if you say you write letters very well, it simply means that whenever you will write a letter, they will be written very well. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
So do we have a clarity about the use of the base form or the root form?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or anything which is to be mentioned, which happens as a matter of habit or rule, which shall always happen, is used in the base form. So this was the simpler of forms. And another very simple of forms is the past form. Past form, as in when an action has already taken place and you want to report an action that has already taken place, then you use the past form. So when an action has already taken place, we say past form. I came late today. So come became came, because it's an action which has already taken place. Simple form? Simple to use?
Yeah. Yeah.
Name it as he had eaten the apple. Is it incorrect?
It's incorrect.
Sorry?
It's incorrect.
It is incorrect. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other view? Anybody who feels that it is correct? He had eaten.
No, that statement is not right.
Okay. What makes you say that? See, there are many such sentences. I had worked very hard. Is it correct? I had worked very hard.
No, it's not correct.
Oh,
It's incorrect.
I work.
I worked very hard. Okay. Correct. Okay. Correct. If you're reporting an action which is already finished, so I worked very hard. Okay. Let's pick them one by one. Now, with this point of view in mind, that these are examples of past participle form, please don't ask me to change any had to have or has, right? We have to deal with them with had. So the first sentence, I had been working for last 5 years. Is the sentence correct or
Incorrect. I have been.
I have been.
yeah, somebody suppose I'm not working right now and somebody asks me, are you working? Then I say, no, I had been working for last 5 years. I'm not working now. That is what I mean to say when I say the sentence. This sentence may look grammatically correct, but it is grammatically incomplete in view of this rule that if you have to write had with the past tense here, then it has to be referenced against an event that has happened, right? So with that rule in mind, this sentence is in. So the important thing to remember here is that ing form of the verb is used when you know that an action which is happening in present will stop after some time, right? Like it is raining outside, we know it will stop after some time, hence raining. We are talking, we know it will end after some time, hence talking. So we use the ing form for the words for which we know that it is happening right now, but will cease to happen after some time.
If someone asks someone else that who are you working for, and then the other person says I'm working for Edifecs, in that context, does it make sense that this sentence is correct?
You have to see it's every sentence is framed as per the speaker's mindset.
Okay.
Even if somebody is asking you, where are you working or what are you doing these days? The correct answer, the grammatically better answer here is I work for Edifecs.
Mhm.
This is a very, very commonly heard sentence. I am working for ABC. I'm working for this firm, that firm. Yet,
Mhm.
this is best used if you know that you have resigned and after 10 days, you won't be working with the place.
Mhm.
If you know you are continuing here, a correct, more grammatically accurate methodology is I work for Edifecs.
Mhm. Okay.
Did I answer you, Deepak?
Yeah.
No. Let us try looking at a few of these examples and try to say if they're correct or they need a correction. First one, I am working in the production department.
I work. I work in the production.
I
department.
work in the production department.
I work in the production department because if that is a rule that every day you work in the production department, then work in the production department. If you know that you are in the production department for just 2, 3, 4 days, then I am working in the
I'm handling vendors versus I handle vendors.
correct. I have to clarify that both the sentences are correct. 1 and 2, both sentences are grammatically correct. There is no error in both the sentences. It is just the usage that varies. Now I want one of you to volunteer to tell me when to use which sentence.
So when there is a continuous action means I am taking care of the vendors from past few times and in future and will continue in the future, then I am going to use I'm handling vendors.
Okay.
And when I currently handles vendor and there is I don't know in future I am going to handle them or not, then I will use I handle vendors.
All right, my uncle takes. So how do we decide that whether it will be the verb in the first form or verb with the S? How do we decide?
So he, she, and it comes with the S, and some other than this, we use simply eat.
Okay. Could you give me an example of both?
So for example, I eat apples and he eats apples, or she does work, I do work.
He does work, I do work. Okay. All right. Now, because it's a relatively simple form, I will quickly talk about it. I hope we all understand the first person, second person, third person. First person is the speaker. Like right now, I am speaking. I am the first person. I. You people are listening. So you are the second person. You is the second person. जिससे बात की जा रही है. And third person is somebody, if we are talking about somebody. Suppose we are talking about Virat Kohli. So Virat Kohli becomes the third person. or if we are talking about a group of things or a group of people or a group of friends, then they become the third person. So we have a clarity about first, second, and third person.
Yes.
Yes.
So with first person, we always use the verb without an S. First person, I run, no matter it's a singular sentence or it's a plural sentence. With I, it is always run. Second person is you. With you, again, it is always a verb without the S. You run, you dance, you talk, you work, you present, you sleep, right? You sleeps, you runs, you dances, incorrect. It is only if we are talking about a third person singular, he, she, it, or anybody's name, then we use S. He runs, she runs, Mary runs, or it runs. But the moment we talk about more than one people in the third person, then again it becomes they and no S. They talk very well. They, am I able to make myself clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Only in case of third person, while we are referring to one single person or a thing, then we use an S. Otherwise, under no other circumstance do we use an S with the verb. He puts more efforts. In the picture, he's putting the effort currently, right? So in the best interest of a picture expression, it perhaps should be he is putting his best effort to make it beautiful. All right.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
Right. Now, after he has decorated it, it looks something like this. Now let's try to frame it.
He waves to the crowd.
He waves to the crowd, but it sounds like an incomplete sentence, but it is correct grammatically. He waves to the crowd. Right. Good. Good effort. Right. One more. I don't know why there are so many kitchen and shopping things here. Leave this. Yeah, this one. Don't we all want to do this at work?
Yes, someone should wake him up.
Someone should wake him up. Yes, for sure, Jaskaran. Someone should wake him up.
He played a wonderful shot.
He played a wonderful shot. Simple past. Lovely. Correct. Any other input?
He had been practicing this shot since his childhood.
Absolute correct usage. He had been practicing or has been practicing this shot since his childhood. Perfectly correct. So thank you for your time, and I hope that this session was informative and you people gained something from it.